Welcome back to Mission 2, Segment 1 for the Iron Warriors. What we have here is the Viper Quad Cannon and Tactical Squad deployed inside the Bastions, or the Orbital Strike Relays, Terminators, and the Thunderstrike Assault Gun in behind. Finally remembered the name. We got some infiltrating veterans over here with a Burna. 2 squads of keylek warriors, 2 squads of brutes. Each of the brutes have a keylek commander built in. So a couple of rocket launchers there. And I'll go ahead and come back at the bottom of 1, let you know how everything goes. Welcome back to turn 2 on, excuse the music in the background, we are at a public place afterwards. So the Terminator squad went over and ended up charging the keylek veteran squad, which had moved forward, and wiped them out. Put a couple of wounds over on the brute squads from the guys in the buildings, and this building here got shaken so that the guys inside could only snapshot. So we'll come back at the bottom of 2, and we'll start getting those keylek reinforcements in here. Welcome back to Iron Warriors Mission 2, end of turn 2. What we had here is a very effective Master of Signal Ordnance barrage. Wiped out most of the brutes here, put 3 wounds on the keylek commander, so he's down to 1, and took out a sizable chunk out of the keylek warrior squad. Now his reinforcements brought him in another 20 keylek warriors, so that's 40 wounds of keylek over there. And some minor shooting else around. Yeah, I really got to take care of these rocket launchers because they're basically the only thing that can unseat me other than the brutes from these buildings. So the tank moved back and continued to open up into that squad, and combined fire. Those brutes are just nasty with 3 wounds. So we'll see what happens to the bottom of 3. Welcome back to the bottom of 3 for Iron Warriors. As you can see, we finally wiped that keylek brute squad. And we're working on this one here. Lost 1 model and has 1 wound on one of the other guys. I have a feeling they're going to charge that building and wreck it, though. It's going to be pretty rough. And then there's just all of the keylek warriors. And they're just waiting for them to crack open those bastions and get to those gooey space marines on the inside. And we'll be back on the bottom of 4. Unfortunately for Iron Warriors, they have no quarter given, so they're going to be playing this till the bitter end. Welcome back to the bottom of 4, top of 5. What happened here is this building here got dropped down 3 armor. So it is now down to 8. The Terminator squad laid the smackdown on that brute squad, and they ran away, but they made their initiative test somehow. And that building over there is completely intact. So basically, the danger zone here is those falling back brutes regrouping, and then that brute squad. But if I can get both of those gone, then that bastion is basically invincible, and there's no way of losing this game. So I'm crossing my fingers. If it gets to the point where he can't hurt me anymore, we're just going to fast forward through the rest of the rounds, because it's going to take forever to shoot all those dudes. But we'll see what happens, and I'll be back at the bottom of 5. Welcome to bottom of 5 for Iron Warriors on Mission 2. What we got here is, well, we mistakenly charged those guys, but he was in a challenge, so they wouldn't have done anything, so we let him move him back so they didn't get murdered. He killed the remaining commander and did some wounds to the squad, the brutes. Took 1 in return, 1 combat, but it was like a tied thing. We have a bunch of warriors which are waiting for these last couple of brute squads, which are down here and over here. Try to crack open the buildings like before. They're just moving up. So, not a lot to report right now. But basically, if I kill the brute squads, we're going to pretty much call it, because it's just going to be like 15 rounds of him not being able to shoot me and me killing dudes. So we'll see what happens in the next couple of rounds. Hopefully it'll be over pretty quick. And yes, that tank's still alive over there. Welcome back to bottom of 6. The only dangerous things on the map are those 3 brutes there and the one that's falling back over there. But the second he meets the edge of the table, he gets fearless. So he'll be back again. We're going to do kind of really fast forward on these. Oh, by the way, all of the Iron Warrior HQs need more bionics. Pile. You notice how there's no HQ there? Okay, so yeah, I'll come back at the bottom of 7, and we'll let you know if the brutes are dead. The second the brutes are dead, we're going to call this a game because, yeah, all the shooting. Welcome to the bottom of 6 that I missed and the bottom of 7. Not a lot going on. Basically, all of these warriors are shooting into this tower because it's armor 9 now, and they can glance it and maybe kill the guys inside. I killed the other brute squad. There's a single brute. He is the last guy that could break any of these buildings. So basically, what happens is if he dies, the squad that's in there gets out. The building drives. I mean, the building drives over. Yeah, of course, the building's driving over. The tank drives over, contests, and then we're going to end it there because he can't hurt the tank either. So I'd have 2 basically invincible defenders. And I don't think you guys want to see 10 more rounds of me shooting keylek warriors. As fun as that it would be. Okay, so see you bottom 8. Okay, so here's what happened. We finally killed the last brute. What will happen in the next round or 2 is that tank will roll up here to contest. And since none of the keylek warriors, which are all strength 3 with strength 3 guns and no grenades, they can't do any damage to the tank or the defenders in the other building. So even if I lose that squad, it doesn't matter any, because the tank can come up and contest. So we're going to fast forward through the rest of the rounds instead of trying to kill all these guys with bolter fire. So this is the end of the mission. We lost Linebreaker. We lost Bloodied but Unbroken, but we ended up with 50 points. The Legion Boon point, because I didn't use any of the support elements, and the campaign point for winning the mission. So we'll be back with mission 4, because we played this one out of sequence because we missed it. And that one's going to be a lot of fun because there's a stomp in it, and there's all kinds of cool stuff.